Has it ever happened to you that you wanted to say something, but you didn't know whether to use the present tense or the past tense? Has it? You are not the only one in that situation. In fact, many of us are too. Through this question, you are going to learn a lot about tense usage. Let's start. Are you ready? All right. Now, if I went to the cinema, I dash early, shall return, I'm returning, would return, had returned, may return. In English, there is something called conditional statements. If something happens, something will happen next. For instance, if it rains, the ground gets wet. The condition is that if it rains, the ground gets wet. Understood? This one is the condition, this one is the result of the condition. That is conditional statement. That is what they want to test here. Now, this one is zero conditional statements because this one is not showing, it is not used as imaginary for unreal situation. This is not used for unreal situation. This is facts, right? Unlike this one, even though it is used in the past, it is still talking about the present action. If I went to the cinema, I dash early. It is saying that I am not going to cinema, but I am not going to the cinema. But in my imaginary, in my imagination, if I went to the cinema, I would return early. That is the interpretation of that. For instance, let me give you another example so that you understand this better. If I were a girl, I would not marry you. The question is, am I a girl? Of course, I'm not. You understand? Yet, I used were. I'm talking about present action. If I were a girl, I would not marry you. Am I a girl? No. Understood, right? So, whenever you are talking about a statement of imaginary situation, use past tense. If you are talking about imaginary situation, use past tense. Imaginary situation